Ebusianfo Ashanti Regional Minister here Dr. Frank Amakuhene and the Security Council members. Etu omonai ako Otumfour say to enchain send ebe ya omudi nchia ene nsrahwe ebekwa koma ya papa say to na afede omukọ ye no nso ena omudi chese nsema ekọ so ewo helicopter crash no amane ebo omudi bo Otumfour say to na omudi bo ni wieye ena Otumfour nso ede efutuo ede ma Ashanti Regional Minister and Security Council members are Omobabe Srani Nina Pachese. Ebeya sa ewuo ya esi ewa santimemu ya sesiano. Aya de ya ubi atoga na fo enni no. Ensese yema no edam pan, ensese yema owuo no emfaso bia emma so na mmom no yenyina sa owuo na nipa nwotwe no ewu no. Na yenyina so emfa nkuntia illegal mining na yefe no galamsey no gidi pa esanse yenyina yenim nienti ana enkofo yi etu kwan yefi nkrankro mu ha ede akokuma ase na botaya pa na omo kwa akodi na ejuma na omo kwa koye no was galamsey related ana anti galamsey mining operations related enu nti ebe ya ma yenhwe emma omo wuo na omo wuye no enye useless but yemfa nyina so na yentumi enkoso amfa nko okopa na emfa moaga na mindset na ebe ya galamsey nsemsema ekoso bebrebe no ebe brase eno monso na report bebre nso aba chese NPP former executive member bi nso ono nso wokrom ho epa chese galamsey ni de wo mu se waga na ha se ya chede pa nanso ISNDC for ba na fe na age ntintima afe na ye kese pa chese ekoso aga na fo nyina ehun se sesi ampo nsu a ewo ho asan konkofo betimi enye bia no mompo no isanso ni nyina aye undrinkable that is one report no so free sa visit to emu eba we few screenshots bi ewo ho no manti ebe kan na ya chire mu e de amaga na fo.
All right, so this is exactly what Otumfuo said. So they basically now our patches say helicopter crash here we need to honor them by not being cool on the galamsey fight.
Okay.
I don't know say if you know say Ndra kra police for incrophobia Kumasi Mpoto omo clash on this same galamsey issue. To show say helicopter crash should spare ruthless fight against illegal mining. And this came from Asase Radio, Asase Radio on website, Asase Online.
Okay.
It further goes on to say a whole lot of things. We saw Ocho said that Santehene Otumfuo has urged President John Dramani Mahama to launch an uncompromising campaign to end illegal mining in Ghana, warning that the recent deaths of riots
of eight officials in a military helicopter crash must not be in vain.
So exactly, and that is not the only thing. So I think so this one too.
Okay. And just say the victims, including senior government ministers and security officers, were traveling to an event linked to the fight against illegal mining, known locally as Galamsey, when their aircraft went down in the Ashanti region on the 6th of August, the FNO Black Wednesday. Speaking during a courtesy call by the Ashanti Regional Minister, that is Dr. Frank Amakuhene, and members of the Security Council on Wednesday, the 14th of August, the monarch said the tragedy should be a turning point in Ghana's battle against the environmental scourge. Yantoaso said the death of the 8 people must not be in vain. The pain must be delivered into fighting Galamsey and making it a thing of the past. The Asantehene said, as quoted by opemso.com. Among those killed were Defense Minister Dr. Edward Kofi Omaneboama, Environmental Minister Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Limuna, and Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress Dr. Samuel Sapon. Others included Samuel Boaje, Deputy Director General of NADMO, Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi and Anaya, Flying Officer Mandem Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensa. And unti inkofon watching omulusu omo life no omudin and a wo hono na I think that and no kra no ye de omo nyina ekra esie because initially no ye de mienu that is Muslim for mienu a omo wo mo no ye di kan ye see omo ewo north na afi de 6 na eka ye no so and na ko Independence Square utimi o say ceremony na ekoso kama no so ye boy home modern say omo so ye be see omo we will give them a befitting burial. And until Yantua say out of control, that Santihine's comment follows years of warning about the devastating impact of illegal mining on Ghana's rivers, forests, and farmlands. For a former constituency chairman of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, Odenehu Kweku Apia, Koka, the situation is out of control under the Mahama administration. Then a medical kind and Koka no or no so the bar says, see, I say Galamsey no, I say Yedi Petru for my Atuja at the Atumuno, Qua ne Conenim. Or say our water bodies are so polluted they've become undrinkable, he said, suggesting that figures within the NDC government may be complicit in the illegal operations and no patches say nkofo bi more and this government ni mo a e bia na omo kwa mo nsa eden e hyehyehye mu bi nti e be ya omo hwe no omo nsori so na yentumi nkuntia Galamsey yesan say se nyama bebre se yensu se yensase se yenuane ene chese nyama akeka nyina ni nyina no at the end of the day no timemufo ene eba aba affect yenti e be ya yensode so na owo ya esi no ma ye ma no enkom pan keke na mom yemfa nyina so se na be ya okon na ye kono against Galamsey ne yetumi akoni ye but na odim say Galamsey ye minus you know so ebi mu emfa ade we in a good way because omo hu ne say omo source of livelihood and asebio ye ba be giefi omo ensem and I saw a trending video minim say when hu dia we'll look for it and then we'll post it. Yeah, see who police ni, who soldier ni. Just say oben wa oba na sumdwemo oba ni gidigidi o who ne pe na say tu oben wa bonito. No, how can you say this?
I think so after the election, cry oben say some guys be na omo obuase. They marched to Saturday na NDC for kwesizi we no man storm hani and the some guys omo obuase they marched to Angugud Ashanti. Omo koye ni ikukun bibiri who kai sa video na see.
Yeah.
Just ended relation. I think say last year or say early this year or something. Now, according to the guys, no, it was because Angugud Ashanti mine gold. Omo so omo Galamsey no mo ye no. I say a friend is saying there's a word that they use concessions.
Okay.
That's in Sasia what they mine in the buying their mine for buying their mango good. Of also mining gold on parts of the concessions are a canal say ango good for there and almost say a mukru. It had the conflict Bama soldier for quite the but they entered the premises of a boy so omo copy to akwa digibi. Yes. I'm good at Santi and I'm so shooting Kofobi minimum all kind Kofobi 9.
Yeah, seriously.
Exactly. So the argument of these people is that we want jobs. It could be a farming anyhow. Say crops in your good the land is not really fertile for crops farming, near farming So the only source of a livelihood is our good. And umpire say you guys tell us not to dig, but then people come in the name of Chinese company, Abrofor company, and yes, Ghana for Ninkofu yet the Korea no mabe mine it you go no now come for yet why any be
no come deal
exactly. It's almost said they are mining, and honestly, we are they are right, the government is right, but then they need to meet halfway. In a way, say okay. How best can we do it? That companies or more, but companies need be so bad. It really help. Uko baby so boasia roads near the schools. They really help. And as some of the sophisticated equipment near the no, we don't have. The expertise digging down near the So at the end of the day, partly they are right. And Kofono so you're right. So we need to find a way a bit me meet halfway. But to say a bit banning all Galamsey.
All together there.
Korea, abe digging, every scanner. no wako use as a or this kind of a foreign exchange to make his currency and his country more valuable. So we need to meet halfway. Okay, this small scale, no, how can we register it? How can we do it in partner? Also, how can we be a periodical check it?
Okay, so
exactly, because you almost say no.
Of course. Yeah, that's the reality.
Almost saying I bet one more mine any idea. That big companies, you know, they do it in such a way. Say, baby, or more air and everything is there. Catastrophe. But this people,
Moja to
one year like ya, pit be more than now to me. So we need to see how best meet me regulation as a constant checks and balances. Yeah, man, phone checking. Now, you know, BBI but say a ban in the crowd, that
is also opinion,
but we need to meet them halfway. And the woman saying but also your or marriage storm campaign or more, just say a year in a very, very in a good way. So we need to actually look at it, if anything, in all of those particular ways. But to say a ban, personally, I don't think say idea. Now in